So it's the Crows' turn to do some damage. Here is
another one.
Petrenko. This one, oh, beautifully taken by Taylor Walker. He can cover some territory.
It's a sign of the times. Players feel more comfortable finessing the ball with their natural foot, whether it's off the outside of the boot or bending it like a banana there, than actually kicking on the opposite foot.
Well, I think what you find there is, I mean, coaches obviously tell players to try and get onto their right as much as possible, or their natural kicking foot, but there are times when you've just got to go to your left side.
Well, he's kicking a banana as opposed he could have kicked a left foot drop punt.
15 goals, 14 for the season for Taylor Walker. Has him placed second on the AFL goal-kicking total, and he puts that one through. Terrific start for the Crows. Not a great handball from Hanbury. Jensch, and there's Crows everywhere. Wright went short with the handball. Van Berlo playing in front down there. Grundy redoubtable in defence. Good hands from Walker. Thump forward Thompson. Tippett needs to nail this. Oh, he shows that he's learned how to do that. Not so good from 20 out in front, but that's a beauty.
It's terrific play by Scotty Thompson, though. If we see that again, he was under pressure, and just a really deft little knockout into Tippett's direction. And yeah, Tippett can
look at Adam Goods lining up an Adelaide Crow there with the bump, but this is just a goal out of nothing. There's Scotty Thompson, just to keep the ball going forwards and then get the tap out.
And a great goal.
Holding at the moment. Goes short for Dowdy. Tippett's about 40 out from goal and will be in consideration. Taylor Walker makes it. It's going to be Tippett, though. Pushing back towards goal. He was in prime position. Couldn't take it. Callaghan do what good little men do. And they do it just like that. Now 29 years of age, in fact. So this is a good break in a tight game when goals are like gold. And the Crows have got a couple up on the Swans. And Boyd Johnson was in some trouble there. Could have been paid against him. Tippett with what was a wild-looking handball, but effective because poor Pleasures landed it through. As Dowdy hit it hard and gave Petrenko every opportunity at half-forward. Couldn't quite, but he heard the call from Wright, who kept on coming. Still the door ajar for the Crows for one more. The wrestle in the square. Tippett, Grundy, Tippett, free kick. An advantage taken, and Callaghan puts it through. Wow. Thumped it back, Van Berlo, Thompson, a couple of the hard nuts getting involved. Wright's away, he's got McKay in ball, but it goes instead for Walker, who is a big kick, and he could roost it from here. So here's Taylor Walker. Got hot for a while last week and landed some big goals, and there's another one. High ball, Bird to get there, he'll stay down. Reid fought a bit of a one-man war there. The numbers were against him, and the numbers prevail. Jensch, that's an ordinary kick onto the wing. Interesting decision by Melcheski to go the super route.
Pickup.
Yeah, Jensch got it out, and now they're away again. Petrenko, terrific delivery, and doesn't Taylor Walker hit that spot a lot? Just on the 50.
50, so you know, kick it over the fence, so distance shouldn't really worry him here.
Well, what a weapon it is if you can kick goals from these sort of distances. And Taylor Walker is a natural.
It's a freak.
It was just, he'd been involved in a couple of efforts prior to that. He was just too tired to actually get any depth on the ball.
Here's Dangerfield, away from the clutches of Hanbury. Bit of a standoff. Grundy did well, but McKernan might have the last say here. Takes it in the Petrenko direction. Oh! Superior judgment and bodywork.
Just through sheer grit and determination, Paddy Dangerfield.
And he's a kicker too. Oh, he's had 5 kicks, no handballs, but all eyes on Petrenko. The Crows really need him to stand up at the moment, and he does, and they're back in front, Adelaide.
Tonight. So
he's at centre-half forward at the moment. He pushed right in. Taylor Walker's their danger man, really, isn't he? Yeah. He's the hot man, and he takes them up. So that is a significant number to look at. As Taylor Walker has it on its way, and it comes back enough. Gee, this is some contest.
Well, I reckon the crowd was cheering because they thought he'd missed to start with. It wasn't the best kick off the boot, but it swung back late, and they went very quiet. This is where they're dominating in tight, and it's Dangerfield again that got the quick clearance. He just stumbled, Ted Richards, looking for body contact. that quick kick forward to a one-on-one contest. If the forward's worth his salt, he'll be playing in front. That's what you have to do as a forward. It started out to the right and then just rolled over.
Two ruckmen were there, but neither could take it. Here's Sloan again, tucking it under his arm. Callanan, he's close enough to be within range of goal, and he always means business when that's about. High ball right, Petrenko to come, bars his way through again.
Well, you know what? He was too worried about where his opponent was, Daniel Hanbury, instead of looking at the footy, instead of tracking the football. You can't say that that's a free kick. I mean, he was standing between the ball and Petrenko. Petrenko just went straight towards the ball, bumped Hanbury out of the way, and I think he's pretty disappointed the fact that he didn't track the footy then.
So, Petrenko has this shot for goal, already kicked one in this quarter. And we saw, of course, in the NAB Cup Grand Final, he had some moments in front of goal, but there's no problems there, and Adelaide are back in front. We'll get to that if it goes that way. Dangerfield looking for a free. I reckon he's found one.
Yep.
Just lingered a little long in the tackle. And so it's Dangerfield's footy. Walker is the man who's most likely to take it at the moment.
That's an unbelievable kick, Hutto. He's kicked that off one step, low with penetration, and gave no one a chance to spoil. A really good kick. It's a tight angle.
It seems that's all he needs, isn't it, at the moment?
And he's got his confidence up, kicking. 4 straight.
So Taylor Walker with the margin sitting at 7. It's a must for the Crows, and he's done it again. This goal-kicking caper, it's easy for Taylor Walker. Still going hard, following up the work. That was Callanan that got it along the line. There's Shaw, back towards Dangerfield. Digs deep.
That's a mark.
He's got it.
Signalled the wrong way.
He did, the umpire.
Everyone knew that it was Dangerfield's mark.
So the margin is back at 1, back at a precarious level for the Swans, and the Crows looking to strike while the iron is hot, and it is at the moment. Jacobs, Yench, not a bad strike. It's a great strike, and they have struck back with consecutive goals there in front. For O'Keefe, prime position. Oh, Riley!
That is brilliant.
What an outstanding grab. And now the Crows. Boy, that's a game changer. Gets it out wide. Slow and wobbly, but effective. Petrenko running rampant.
Amazing transformation.
As good as that mark was, that's an Adam Goods-Henderson contest right there, and he's off the ground. But let's give credit to Riley, because that looked like O'Keefe was going to mark that football, and he turned around.
Could be a two-goal turnaround. He took front spot away and then played on. Saw Scott Thompson in the middle of the ground, and now they're having a shot at the other end 10 seconds later. Entitled to smile, I think, as he came off.
Smiles all round, and the smiles will get wider if Petrenko can kick truly, and it holds on and gets there. Dangerfield works it back into the clear. High ball Yench into the 50 again. The Swans, there's some interference
that's a
there.
Shocker. Reece Shaw. He was trying to protect the back of his teammate, Ted Richards, who he thought was in the box seat to mark, and he was. But Ian Callan was the man that was trying to create a contest. He was probably never going to be able to fly over the top of Ted Richards, and Reece Shaw's just grabbed him by the arm.
Adelaide also made their sub, so Lyons is on for the Crows, and McKernan's the one they've subbed off, so they'll let plenty of run here, the Crows.
Well, Callanan kicked those early goals.
Clear hole.
The experienced player from the SANFL has shown he can really cut it at this top level. 2 goals tonight, make it 3 now, and that is the margin for the Crows. He gets it quickly and long. Reed, they come from 3 deep, and young Lyons again in the thick of it, in the heart of it. Riley, this is stirring stuff from the Crows. Great stuff too, though, from the Swans. 6 seconds. They need a miracle. He's out on his feet. They're not going to get a miracle. They are not. It's an Adelaide victory. What a win for the Crows. What a victory for Brenton Sanderson and this young Adelaide Crows team, and look what it means to them. That's heart for you.
Yeah, look, great effort. Really, really good effort. You've got to take your hat off. The Sydney Swans got a lot of credit, rightly so, for their win last week against Hawthorn, and now the Crows will get people were a bit unsure, Jace, about them, but not after tonight. I think they looked fit, they look healthy, they really
showed
support each other.
Enormous character, Rosie, because they were challenged a number of times.